Yo, what's up, peeps? It's Lulu Love here, coming to you for a moment. I'm hoping you're having a great day. I failed at my 30-day positivity challenge, but I'm going to do something a little more simple. I'm going to do some 7-day challenges for us, for myself, and for other people too that struggle a little bit more. I don't know if everyone that watches my videos knows my story, but overall, we all have really hard lives. But last January, I broke both of my legs and ankles, my left leg, both ankles, and my right foot. And I had to drive myself to the emergency room. I drove my son to the daycare first because I didn't want him to be scared. Drove myself to the ER. Had to be on a walker for 3 months because one leg was non-weight bearing. So that happened. I went back to work. Immediately when I went back to work, I had some people, 2 girls that had been angry with me, set me up for something that did not occur to write me up for. 10 years almost. I worked at this establishment with no problems. I'm a registered nurse. So that happened. I was bullied, harassed, and discriminated against daily. And I was more friends with the doctors than the nurses. And so there was like jealousy, I don't know, rivalry for whatever reason. Plus, I'm a little different. And I've been through a lot. So I don't like gossiping about people. I don't like listening to nonsense that doesn't matter to me. I don't like doing those things. So I was more of a loner, but I still did all my patient care and it never bothered anybody, except the people that I didn't fit into their clique. So August 2018 rolls around and me and my son's father got back together. He had been on drugs heavily for, probably a good while. He had had a couple of overdoses, and he was on methamphetamine, and he got sober. So he got his clothes, and I let him come back home. 8 days into it, his body gave out, and I came home with my son, who was about to be 3 at the time. We were getting ready to celebrate his birthday, and we went and found him deceased on the floor, and he had probably been deceased for most of my 12-hour shift that I was working at the hospital. I mean, we don't know for sure, but the symptoms point to that. I still live in the same place. He was the love of my life. We were together almost 9 years. We just couldn't get our self together. We were like Kim and Eminem. Fair game. Like, we loved each other dearly, but we just couldn't get it together. So the trauma from that, total shock. They have to treat it like a homicide whenever he was 33 years old. Treat it like a homicide whenever there's no visible cause. They had to wait for the autopsy and the toxicology report, which took like 6 weeks to get done. So I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral. Me and a girl that I worked with showed up there, and they let us, after screaming at me because I wasn't there to help him, apparently. I had no way to know that was going to happen. They let me go walk up to him and say goodbye. My oldest son, whom he raised practically for all those years, didn't get to go. And we were pretty much shunned from the whole situation. Didn't get to go to the burial. And only 1 or 2 of the family members continues to even see my son or acknowledge him. So that happened. I went back to work after 2 weeks, I think. I went back after like a week, and then I needed another week. The bullying stopped for about a month. Then it got worse. Then I was being set up and told on for something every day. I'm talking like these girls sat around looking on the internet, shopping and gossiping and looking on their phones. and I got in trouble for faxing 3 papers to human resources that I was asked to fax. Like, that's how ridiculous it was. So this went on. It got worse and worse. My son was suffering from trauma and anger, and he was not doing well at daycare. And eventually, they wrote me up enough times to be able to fire me legitimately, even though I have a disability. So-called legitimately. I don't believe it was, but they have to pay for that. They'll have to answer to that. And I am very disheartened that people are like that in the world, but God got me away from a situation that I needed to be away from because it was very toxic and damaging to me. That was my livelihood. Worked there for almost 10 years. I loved my job, loved my patients. And I was even told whenever I was fired that I was one of the best nurses they had. But I forgot to plug in a computer. It was pretty ridiculous. So that all happened, and that's kind of why I struggle from depression. I have classic adrenal hyperplasia. I'm missing a enzyme that breaks down your hormones. So I literally have more trouble than the average person with I can't break down amino acids that you have to live. So that's why some days I look great, some days I look terrible. I'll drop 20 pounds, I'll gain 30. I'm weak. That's why my legs broke. I tripped down 2 stairs holding my baby, and I kept him safe, so I wasn't able to break my fall. But I had no muscles. My muscles in my arms and legs are small, so I had nothing to protect my bones. So that is why I struggle. We all have our own stories. That's just the last year and a half, okay? Tomorrow's a year and 2 months that Chad has been deceased. And I come into this bathroom, my small little dwelling, and I sit on a little stool and sit in here by myself trying to gather my thoughts, pray, and cry. I just wanted to show you, to put life into perspective a little bit. I wanted to show you I have put on 30 pounds in about the last 3 or 4 months, maybe less than that. It'll come off soon. My thyroid is out of whack, for one. I see a doctor next week, luckily. This is what my wall looks like from sitting on the bench, from sitting against the wall. Like the man that's against, or he's like this all the time, but I would lean against the wall. And this is what it looks like. Motherhood, you have to do what you have to do. I know, baby. I'll be right out. It's like they hear their names. Be positive today. Enjoy your blessings, okay? We have nothing to fear in this life or in the afterlife. I know without a doubt that we go on with no suffering, and we need to stay positive and help each other. Okay? I got goosebumps just then. I'm an empath, and I come from a family of clairvoyants. A lot of things I don't talk about, but I'm more sensitive than a lot of people. I can't be in crowds. It's not social anxiety. I can feel and pick up on other people's energies. I want to help people though. Okay? I want to help other people. That is my focus for being here. So I failed the 30-day positivity challenge. So I'm going to do 7-day challenges. I'm going to start tomorrow, and we're going to do a 7-day challenge where we say only positive things No complaining, no negativity. We only say positive things. And we do the best we can. When time we get up in the morning, we smile. If we can do 10 minutes worth of just waving your arms around, if you're not an exerciser, I haven't exercised regularly in a while, if it doesn't show, because of depression. Can't say that word tomorrow. So we can do this, okay? 7 days. 7 days. We're going to do it. And we're going to be happy. We're going to be positive. We're not going to complain about anything. And we're still going to write down our 5 blessings for that day. 5 different blessings than we had the other day. Okay? Keep a track of them on a piece of paper. Maybe write the date, write the time. What are you grateful for right now? Are you grateful for your life? Are you grateful for your children? You're grateful for your spouse? Your health? I mean, you're alive. You may have health problems. Grateful for food that you have, even if it's ramen noodles. A car. And if you don't have a car, you might have a bike and you still have 2 legs. Most everybody generally does. Or they have help, support. So if you'll do that for me, and I'd love to hear what they are, you comment on tomorrow's video on the day 1 of the no negativity 7-day challenge. I think 7 days is more realistic to a lot of us that, really need to get back in the grind. 30 days is a long time. 7 days is very doable. And 21 days is what it takes to reprogram a thought. So you do that for 7 days, then I'll tell you what the next 7 days will hold. And we'll do this together. I'm excited. Okay? I hope you made it to this part of the video so make it to the end. All right? I think I'm going to do a giveaway for the first time. It'll be a gift card, and I'll have to send it to, if you have a P.O. box, or I don't have PayPal at the moment because I tried to use it, and I guess I was not set up yet for it since I don't have enough subscriber people. I'm not asking for them, I'm just stating it. It shut it down, messed up my PayPal, so I had to unconnect it from my bank account. And let me know, what would you guys want? Like a gift card, like an Amazon card? It's probably $25. And I think I'm going to do whoever participates every day. And then I'll tell you in the video 1 keyword. So if you write down your 5 blessings in my comments every day for 7 days, and you can tell me at the end what the keyword from each day is, I think I'm going to make a sentence out of it, okay? I'll let you know for sure the rules tomorrow. But let me know what you would want a prize to be. So I could just shout your name out, every day for the next 7 days. But I think a prize would actually be cool that I could mail to someone or somehow get it to you. Western Union, you $25. I mean, I'm not a crazy stalker psycho. I know we have to be careful on the internet though. So, all right, much love. Have a great night. Be grateful. Be positive. You're not alone. We're going to make it through it. No one gets out alive, so don't take life so seriously. Be kind, except for the times when you really can't. All right, peace out.